Look at that. That is insane. Going to run a mile, going for sub 7. Let's do this. Running is a good form of exercise you can do if you want to relax your body and your mind. This is because of the release of numerous chemicals such as endorphins and dopamine. 6:49.98. What an effort. Really happy with that time. I'd say I spend more time in the pool than I do on the track. And this is because the pool does less intense impacts on my joints and my knees. It's very versatile, but the downside is that you pretty much have to shower every few hours because of the chlorine stains. But yeah, it's a really fun sport. So the next thing I like to do is watch YouTube Shorts. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, guys? I'm back. As you saw from the short little snippet, I decided to take a break from piano after this recital because I felt like I was getting burnt out and I didn't want to make it worse. And last week I also didn't post because I had exams, so I didn't really have time to edit. But finally, since school is over, I can post every week like I did before, and hopefully I can improve my video editing skills with this extra time I have. This piece is called The Swallow by Bergmüller. Its main characteristic is that there's numerous different layers you have to pay attention to. Firstly is the bass line, which calls out to a higher voice that both combined serve as the main melody for the entire swallow. In the middle, there are broken chords, which act as many different layers and ambiance, which makes this piece super intricate. An interesting thing is that in this piece, the left hand has the melody, which means I have to bring that out more, while the right hand, which I usually play the melody with, has the harmony, which means I had to practice playing quieter with my right hand, which I wasn't very used to, and this piece was a very good exercise for that. Another thing I had to focus on was relaxation, since this piece is super lighthearted and peaceful. One thing I noticed when watching a lot of Korean pianists, such as Sung-Jin Cho and Yoon-Chan Lim, is that their shoulders are very low, which gives me the sense that they're very relaxed and are super immersed into the music. That's what I'm trying to do and replicate in this iteration of The Swallow. By keeping my shoulders low, I feel a lot more relaxed in my upper and lower arm, which allows me to relinquish my fight with tension and have one less thing to focus on when I'm playing such a relaxing piece such as The Swallow. Side piece number 2, Sonata in C major by Franz Joseph Haydn. And this is about to kill me. Polyrhythms are one of my greatest fears in piano, which is why I do not want to try fantasy impromptu or any crazy shenanigans like that. However, once I started playing this measure, and practicing it over and over again, I started to notice things that helped make my process a lot easier. So I found that playing hands separately was a good way to get started on an arbitrary polyrhythm, such as 4 against 3. And I started with the triplets on the left hand because that was prevalent throughout the entire piece, and that was something I could lock into easily. So I started repeating the triplets on the left hand over and over again, and until that was locked into my hands and I didn't have to think about it. Then I started playing the 16th notes on my right hand independently and simply just focusing on my right hand without caring at all what was going on in my left hand. And once I put them together, my left hand was so locked in that all I needed to focus on was playing even 16th notes on my right hand. It's kind of just playing your right hand by itself once you've got the left hand locked in. I found that that really helped me play on a lot of tempos, and I didn't have to memorize a super complex pattern on when to play my right hand and left hand relative to each other. It's a very simple process, and if you break it down hand by hand, you will find that polyrhythms will come together nicely and simply.
I have a big announcement. The next piece I'm going to be practicing for the next few weeks is, drumroll please, Liszt Hungarian Rhapsody number 11.
I'll try to get the first vlog of the Liszt series out by this Sunday, and hopefully I can update you guys weekly after that. See ya!